On YouTube, we're gonna try to keep this short and sweet because air conditioner's broke in the whip and it's hot as fuck out here. We're gonna make another political video today because not a whole lot of financial news going on. Hope y'all had a solid 4th of July, enjoyed some time with your family and all that. Later this week we'll get a little back into the finances because we're gonna get some economic data. But just today, or at least late last night, Sunday night, Biden came out and announced he's definitely running and he ain't stepping down, baby. And it's like, dude, Jesus Christ, this motherfucker won't let go. He's got a death grip on this shit. Like, he refuses. I mean, I was torn on whether he would or not anyway. I would have been surprised if he would have stepped away. I have to go watch the other video. I can't remember exactly what I was talking about, but I mean, he could have been replaced, I guess. I think if for their best chances to win, he should have been replaced. I mean, you got Democrats, you got people on your own side saying you should probably just step it down, and then you did refuse to do so. I mean, it's not the best look. It looks pretty bad. He's weak. It looks weak. The whole country's weak. It's all a shit show. I figured that's what I was going to name the video. The whole thing's a shit show. And I think that's what I'm pushing for at this point, is just don't get too invested. I don't really care what you do. Vote however you want to do. Pick whoever you want. I don't think it really matters all that much anyway, but I do think it's wild how we have these old motherfuckers in this country that just will not let go of their grasp on any amount of power that they have. They refuse to let it go. And, I mean, you could say the same for Trump, whatever. I mean, they're both old as hell. I think Biden's obviously in a lot worse shape as far as just capacity to even do the job. I don't think it's really there. But it's just insane. The younger generations, I don't know how people that are younger, especially younger than me, feel, but like anybody that's like 30, I mean, you got to be fed up at this point, right? Like, nothing gets done to help you while we got 70, 75-year-old, 80-year-old people running our government, basically, while you just get the shitty end of the stick, as it were. And I mean, Biden's like the epitome of this because he's so old and so bad. Like, he's literally falling apart up there as it is. You got your own side turning on you. You can't speak. You're literally a feeble old man. Like, it's time to just sit on the front porch and fucking rock back and forth, man. You don't need to be running a country. You can't do it. I mean, obviously the people behind him can, I mean, whether or not you want to say they can or can't do it successfully, whatever, but they can keep it running. I mean, I think it's running in the wrong direction in a lot of ways, and I think a lot of people do, but it's just bad. And the thing I wanted to talk about more than anything was, in general, this isn't what I want to talk about, but this is how I'm going to frame it for you guys. In general, my whole mom's side of my family, very like conservative, religious and conservative, I would say. My whole dad's side of the family, all more on like the traditional Democrat side. They're all Mexican. Like, my dad's side of my family is all Mexican. So I think they're trapped in that mindset of like a little bit of like, oh, the Democrats are for the immigrants and minorities and stuff like that. It's like, we're not that Mexican. I'm only a quarter Mexican, but my dad and his siblings and all them are at least half, and they've grown up that way. Last name's Luna, man. I don't know. It's not that hard to figure out. But I think they're stuck in like the old ways of like, oh, the Democrats are for this or for that. But I think our political system has switched so crazily. Like, if anything now, I mean, the Democrat side is just for the rich people as much as the Republicans were. I mean, I think Republicans are like old money. Democrats are like new money, but it's all more money than I got, and it's probably more money than you got. So it doesn't really matter to me. It's straight up class. It's like class based now. I don't think it has anything to do with race more than anything. Besides, the Democrats hold on to like they think they are helping black people more or whatever, and Republicans are racist, whatever. You can make your own mind up about that. But I don't think they give a shit about you if you're a minority or not. All I think they really care about is getting more money for themselves. And I think that's evident for, like I said, they just won't leave. They refuse to leave because they hold on to this power because it's the only thing left for them. They just will not retire. They will not give it up. They won't let it go. And the thing that I brought my family up was before is because, like, I mean, my mom's side of my family will vote for Trump. The people I live around, for the most part, like I live in a rural area of Ohio, it's going Trump all day. My dad's side of the family, they're going to all vote for Biden, I would assume, for the general part. And the funny thing is, I caught two different people on different sides of my family. One's my dad and one my grandma. We were just kind of bullshitting around over like 4th of July, talking. And my grandma is more conservative. Obviously, she's older. And she's going to vote for Trump. But she made the comment, it's the lesser of two evils. Which, I mean, is a common argument. I'm not just, it's not like it's an epiphany or some shit that my grandma, not some great saying she came up with. She's not stupid either. She's a great lady. But she said it's the lesser of two evils, and she's obviously on, like, aligns more with what Trump thinks and pushes and says he'll do, whatever. And then my dad says, just joking around, that he's like, Biden can't even fucking talk, but still got to vote for him. And in my mind, those comments are basically on the same road of, I have to do it because the other person is just worse. And the thing I want to bring up is, like, nobody is happy with the choices we have to make, I feel like, for the most part. Even if you go to, like, the hardest... I mean, there's some people on Twitter that are sucking Biden off, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're out of their mind. That's not even real people in my mind. And there'll be people that... Most of the people, even the most, like, ardent Trump supporter I know, doesn't really like Trump because they like Trump. They like Trump because he pisses off the Democrats on the left side and is, like, upsetting to the system. So I don't think anybody's happy with what we have going on right now, which is the wildest thing, because you could just go out on the street and be like, and there's polls and things that reflect this as well. It's like, would you rather have different candidates? Do you think either person is fit to run for office? And the general majority is like, no, we would rather have somebody else. But if we have to pick between the two, we're picking our guy. So it's like, obviously they're going to do that. But it's so wild that we're in this situation where there is no good option. It's only the better of the bad options, the lesser of two evils, as Grandma put it. And I mean, myself, I've said it before, but I've never voted before. I might vote this year. I still haven't decided. Who knows? I don't really care. Ohio, I'm assuming, I'll be very surprised if Ohio doesn't go for Trump, like, pretty solidly. So I don't really care either way. Like, my vote, even if I voted against him, it wouldn't really matter anyway. But the thing is, all these people are so dissatisfied with the situation we're in. And I'm not coming and saying I have the answer, but really that's what I want to talk about was and ask anybody watching this video is, like, are you in the same boat? Are you like, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, I don't care. I'm saying if you're a Democrat, you're like, I gotta vote for Biden because Trump is bad in these ways, blah, blah, blah. You can list them out, whatever. And if you're a Republican and you're like, I gotta vote for Trump because Biden's doing all this fucked up shit, blah, 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 blah. Are you coming at it from that mindset? Because I feel like it's almost always that mindset. It's rarely, I'm voting for Trump because he's gonna do this, this, and this. Maybe I would say maybe a tinge more people think that about Trump because they're more proactive maybe about how they think he'll make the economy good again and maybe reduce immigration or something like that. But I feel like, especially on the Democrat side, and this is why if I had to guess right now, I think Biden will lose. It's because Biden looks like shit. It's hard to win when it's a popularity contest at the end of the day, for the most part, and he's just not a strong person. There's no personality there. People that support him, I think, more than anything, support him because they hate Trump, which is a weird dynamic we got going on. I mean, it worked for him last time, but I don't think he was nearly... The shape he's in right now is worse than I've ever seen it. Worse than I've ever seen it in any politician, I think, ever. But like I said, I haven't been paying attention that long, so... I've seen the old clips of him, though. He used to be a more charismatic person, much more, like, powerful speaker. Didn't have to read off the teleprompter to be able to get the sentence out. Like, he was not like this previously. And Trump has his charismatic shit. He's, like I said, he's a reality TV guy. That's his thing. I think it's a lot easier for Trump. He killed him in that debate. It's a lot easier. Biden's struggling. He's going to struggle the whole time. And as a popularity contest, I mean, how do you win when you come off as so feeble and weak and old? Nobody identifies with that, I don't think. Maybe like the oldest people, like very, very old people identify with that, but I don't think so. And I think the Democrats lean heavy into this. We have to vote for Biden because he will stop Trump from being a dictator or whatever the fuck. I mean, I've heard all kinds of crazy shit. He's going to be a dictator, World War III, even though he didn't start any wars, and we're in a war with Russia right now. You can write that off if you want. I'm obviously biased. I think Biden's a piece of shit. I mean, I think they're both pieces of shit, but in my mind, I'm going with whatever makes it easier for me to succeed, and I don't see anything Biden's doing helping me succeed in any way, or helping my family succeed in any way. So, and my future family succeed in any way. Give me my money, let me make my own decisions. That's basically where I'm coming at it from. And that's why I'm mixing the political shit and the financial stuff. It's because regardless, I think you can succeed, but I'm trying to go, I mean, don't make it harder for me. Shit, like, let me do my own thing. And that's not where we're headed with the way Biden's doing shit. I mean, I just don't think that's... The economy's getting worse. We'll see. I'll be interested to see what happens with our financial reports that come out later this week. But overall, you talk to regular people that are making like sub $100,000, where they're at the median income for the United States, like 70, 80 grand as a household and things like that. Shit isn't going great for these people. Yeah, whatever. You can tell me it is. I disagree. I completely disagree. Economists say, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. The economists aren't making 80 grand. You can say whatever you want. Let me see the data, and I think it's skewed. We can say it that way. But I think at this point it's just sad that it's. I made the other video that titled it like "Battle the Basement." I mean, we're literally at such a low level of like skill, like I don't know, political skill and prowess, in the people that we have to worry about running our country are so incompetent. I mean, I really don't know how it's going to go. At this point, I think it's a toss-up. We'll see what happens. I think I thought Trump was going to win the last time, but this time I definitely think he will. It's going to be close, but I think he'll win. Is my guess, just because people are getting upset. Basically, you're fucking up their contentment. Like, I mean, people will let whatever slide as long as you get food on the table. They got their little bit of money to do whatever they want to do, and that process is starting to tighten up and constrict around these people. I mean, anybody. If you're not rich, it's normal. It's getting a little tougher, I would think. Prices are up, and unemployment's going up. Can't buy a house. Can't afford a car. It's tough. And like I said, I'm gonna still try to do whatever I can to succeed, and that's part of the YouTube channel. I'm trying to make it a place where people could come and learn a couple things, that just the basics. Keep it to the basics, but help you get ahead. Like I said, I'd like to hear from you guys. Anybody watching this, especially till now. I mean, either way? Are you voting proactively in the sense that you like what your candidate is doing? Or are you more proactively, retroactively? That doesn't make any sense. Are you voting against the other person is, I guess, all I'm asking. Are you voting for your person, or are you voting against? Because I feel like a lot of people are voting against the other candidate, which I think is a weird thing, and it's honestly kind of sad that we're at this point, but it is what it is. Got something out of the video. Appreciate it if you like it. If you didn't, tell me why you didn't like it. Fucking dislike it. And if you did like it, subscribe. Come back for more. Drop a comment. Say something. I'll read them all. I try to comment, respond to all of them, unless there's nothing really to say back. But I'll at least read it. Drop a like on it. So appreciate you guys. Just back to regular work. End of 4th of July. Had a couple of nice days off. Hope you guys did too. And back to making videos tomorrow. Catch you then.